Everybody, Bruce here with Traveling with Bruce. I've got an update video here for you regarding New Zealand from Galveston, Texas, and from Oakland, California. Updates on 3 different stories at the same time. Thank you, everybody, for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for thumbs ups. Thank you for visiting my RedBubble site and also Sale Pack. Those links are all down below. I really appreciate you helping me out there. Also, join me and the TWB family on our first ever group cruise with Ambrin Travel handling all the details. We're going to Perfect Day Coco Cay, St. Kitts, St. Thomas, and check the link down below for all the info and come and join us for our first group cruise next year. Now, this week has been a terrible week. Unfortunately, with the volcano erupting on White Island in New Zealand. Today, the military was brought in with specialist recovery experts to get 6 deceased people off of this island. They were successful, apparently. Still 2 missing. They're still looking for them, but unfortunately, not today. 14 dead so far. The toll keeps mounting. We're going to stay on top of that story. The other news this week, Galveston. Galveston, the port of, very happy to announce that they have made a deal with Royal Caribbean. You'll note here where this dot is. This big area right here is where Royal Caribbean is going to build a brand new terminal. This is an artist rendition here. It's a bit of a stylistic one, but to kind of give you an idea what they're talking about. And to go along with the terminal building, they're going to reposition the Allure of the Seas to Galveston. Now, this is good news, but it's also a bit of an issue because we're talking about now probably 3 ships from Royal Caribbean using Galveston, and Galveston has every year flooding problems, and these new port facilities don't tackle this problem. The other issue in Galveston is hotel accommodation. We just don't know if Galveston can handle the numbers. Here is a story from Oakland, California. Now, this is not generally a cruise ship story. It's talking about, I'm talking about homelessness here in Oakland. It is pervasive. It is a serious problem. It is not just an Oakland problem, as many of you in the United States know. Public housing and subsidized housing is a big issue. It's a big tax expense. A councilwoman in Oakland has suggested, why don't we buy up an old cruise ship and put 1,000 homeless people on the ship here in Oakland. That could solve our problems temporarily. These old ships that I'm showing you here, and I'm not picking on any cruise line, I'm not suggesting anything. These ships don't exist anymore. That's the old Love Boat there. It's being cut to pieces. The Norwegian Sky is doing quite well with Norwegian. It's not available. This ship right here, the Royal Caribbean ship, I believe it's the Empress of the Seas, it's not available. But these are the kind of ships that people are dreaming about for homeless people. The problem Oakland has is the Port of Oakland itself. The Port of Oakland is saying, no thank you, we have no space available for homeless people to live full-time on a cruise ship. This is a container port. It's loud, it's noisy. We have a lot of exhaust coming out of here from ships. Not going to happen. Politicians are going to be under unbelievable pressure. How dare you put homeless people on a resort like this with all these wonderful amenities? Are you kidding me? Well, the reality is this. You see all these amenities here, the dining rooms, the swimming pools, the bars, the lounges. These would all be ripped out. These ships would become, in effect, institutionalized units that no one in their right mind would want to spend a day on. Forget about these beautiful pictures of these gorgeous balcony suites. Forget about it. This would not be the case at all. It would be bare and god-awful. The cost to Oakland would be so prohibitive with wear and tear on the ship. You'd have to convert an old ship to accept shore power. You'd have to hook water up to it. People keep thinking, well, we'll do what the Queen Mary did. They took the Queen Mary and made a hotel of it. Why don't we do that with these homeless shelters? Instead of being a hotel, they'll just be an apartment. Yeah, well, these folks who are spending nights on this ship are paying $200 to $500 a night in hotel rent to be on here. Keep in mind that all the staff on board a cruise ship that's docked in the United States will have to be Americans. They'll have to be paid American wages, and they'll have to be given American benefits. That's why it's so expensive to spend a night on the Queen Mary. The Queen Mary has expositions. They have art shows. They have all kinds of conventions that they have here, business meetings. They're doing all kinds of things to try to generate money to keep this ship floating without moving it. There isn't even an engine in this ship anymore, and it's costing millions a year to keep upright. The folks in Oakland have no idea what they're talking about. They have no idea what they're about to get into, and it is an absolute loser of an idea. No city in the world uses cruise ships to house homeless. Why? They investigate it, and within weeks they figure out, oh my God, this will never work. We're better off building facilities from scratch on land for people to live in. It would be cheaper, and it would be far more humane, I would say. Anyway, there you have it from New Zealand, from Galveston, and from Oakland. News today in the cruise world. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Appreciate the thumbs ups. Have a good one. Bye for now.